What's going on, guys? Kaigu here. We're doing another account review. This is pretty much free to play. They only spent $5 at the beginning of the game, and we're going to check out their account. It is Ninja Priest focused on fire. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so pulling this up, Shisui, they said they spent $5 on the fairy package. That is one of the two purchases that I suggest early on. $1 for the fox, $5 for the fairy package. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you two options. One, it's going to give you yellow seeds every single day from doing your dailies. And it's also going to allow you to get 100 elemental seeds, which is the paid for summons for 10 sapphires a day. So it's 2/3 of a summon every day. It ends up being a full summon after you do your dailies. So you get one limited summon per day, which is way more than most free to play. So if we check out the stats, let me make sure you can see it just fine. There we go. Yep, looks good. Definitely more offense focused. Fire with holy. So we're going to have to see what their echo's looking like, but they're at 176, which means they can have a full set of fire. We're going to have to look at their stars and whatnot and see if we see any problems. But in general, once you're at level 5 or higher echo, it's better to go full echo than to worry about the one holy. This is good when you're at early, when you only have 2 or 3 fairies plus holy, and then you can fill out that 3 fire, 1 holy. That's actually really solid for a long time, but you have to transition at some point once you're able to hit echo 5. Or Echo 4 for Elemental, level 5 for Holy. 5 fairies. So if we see pretty low crit, actually, high crit damage. They do have Book to increase it. And we'll have to see what class they're doing, because the only way you can make crit work with Ninja is Shadow Owl. Because you can do the hand signs, increase your crit with the hand signs. You can do 3 crit, 3 damage increase, owl protection. You have the big bonuses, and then try to burst someone. But let's see what else we got. We have some innate block ignore from class advancements, probably. Damage increase kind of low. Damage reduction is higher. Low protection, which is fine, because they're obviously pure damage. Okay, Pierce, because as we see, they are pure damage because they have level 11 slaughter, level 9 fierce attack. This is full damage. Fierce attack really good at putting them under the 60%, and slaughter comes in and tries to take them from 60 to 0. Damage to adventure increase is super low, but a bunch of decrease. Debuff mastery isn't super high, but it's the highest between the two, which is fine. You're trying to do damage. Let's check out the IOs. This is a core, which is where a bunch of the debuff mastery is coming from. Everything else is dog water. I'm surprised that they're going hard on crit, but their crit is super low. This does have some pierce, which is okay. Obviously, we can do a lot better than this. Ignore block, pierce. This is actually decent. There's where a bunch of the crit damage is coming from. He has 54%. About 13% is coming from this right here. Crit pierce, crit damage. This is fine. Obviously, we would like something a little bit better. This is a core, and it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I mean, those colors are really nice. It's just these stats aren't really what we're looking for. And this is probably our best one here, even though the colors are kind of low. And then he's showing us the equipment, which is fine. We can check this out. Something that people fall into is like here the defense double red. Obviously, if you don't have any other options, but from like here, I see you already have crit. Attack is fine. Ideally, you would want like Pierce or something in this slot, but it's hard to get those percentage stats. It's a lot easier to get the flat stats. So in that case, I would look for a break for this spot and keep that damage increase as it is. Tenacity, Pierce. Yeah, this is pretty good. Same thing. This defense needs to be a better stat like break. Let's see. Break, block, increase, crit, tenacity, all perfectly fine. Defense just needs to be something else. Same thing. It seems like they know what they're doing here, but the defense double pink obviously needs to be something else. Even if it's a red double star, it'll be better than this pink double star. Because that defense doesn't scale very well. Everything's fine. HP is the same thing as the defense that we talked about, but I would prefer HP over defense with the choice. Fine. Okay. Crystals, we see crit, block, tenacity. This is exactly what we want to see all the way down. It looks like they have a couple higher stars, which is good. They're working their way towards 7s. I see a couple 8s, but they're working their way to everything being at least 7, and that's what I would suggest. Yeah, as you see, crit, tenacity, block, which is what you would be looking for. Very like 1, maybe 2 are break, and then I think 3 or 4 are attack. If you just swap those and get some stats up, it looks like crit is the one that's hurting the most. Fairies, this is what I'm going to be looking for. And we have, okay, it seems like they're following the golden rule that 3 red is really where you need a fairy to be to use them. Because I see 3 fire right here, and then I see 2 fire right here. But I see the 1 holy snakeberry, which this is, there's some issues here. So the biggest issue I'm seeing is you're missing your most important fire fairy for PvE, but also for PvP a bit, is Winter Cherry. So that's an obvious issue, not having Winter Cherry. But if this Snakeberry was a lot higher, I would understand. But because it's at 6, 7, 8, 9 star, I would suggest taking her off and putting both of these in, and then that would bring you up to 1, 2, 3, Echo 4, which means you really just need the 1 more, which would be the Winter Cherry that I'm talking about. So you would have 6 fire, which would be level 5. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be enough to get the bonus effect. But then when we have the Winter Cherry, we'll have 6, which will be a level 5 effect, giving you more crit damage, better AoE damage, better stats. It's obviously nice to have Winter Cherry, and I think in PvE you can make an excuse here to use her fire weakness. So okay, so I think in PvE, like Guild Boss and whatnot, you can keep using Snakeberry She's going to do what she needs to do. Chestnut Rose, Scarlet Wish Chestnut Rose, and Winter Cherry would be your go-to. And as you get more stars on your fire, then you can bench her. But in PvP, you definitely want Anathria. Rose is pretty good in big battle PvP, like Guild War, Crystal Battlefield, stuff like that. Shrine Peak. Hydreiga of Flames is going to be really, really good. So that's a solid 1, 2, 3. And then the fairy that we're talking about you're missing, Winter Cherry. But for now, I would use Scarlet Wish Chestnut Rose as your fourth. So these two and these two for PvP. I already saw the Slaughter, Fierce Attack. Break Free, you trigger these, you get more crit damage. Totally fine. Use this for some reason where I want a little bit more crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And then you have 2 at 6 star, which you're losing a bit of stats here. I don't think having a 6 star is better than having a 3 rainbow primrose for stats. But let me see. I'm looking at okay, you grafted. I don't see anything else too crazy. This is only like a 4. This is a 3. That's fine. I would swap one of these two out depending on what stats you're looking for the primrose for just better base stats. It'll give you more HP, more attack, just better stats overall. Once these get up a little bit more, I want to say 8 or 9, so that would be 3 or 4 yellow. I understand they're free to play, that's why I'm saying these numbers. But Exoria, you're going to be able to get up because you're allowed to transfer different fairies into pieces for Exoria. So you'll be able to get Exoria up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3... 4 are the ones. Yeah, you already got these up to 3 red at least with your swapping. Exoria is your next one you gotta do some swaps on. Pets, nice. You got a level 2 cat, which is nice. Better effects, blah blah blah. Crit, tenacity. Fine. You can make arguments. These two are ones that you can swap back and forth depending on what stats you care about the most. You're doing crit builds, so this is totally fine as we are. Cat, if you need it. That's fine. Oh, and you're doing... Okay. So my thing is nothing with Blazing Owl increases your crit. So you obviously have Priest, which will give you the Star Blessing, but almost nothing. Yeah, nothing in Blazing Owl gives you any crit. So I would think about doing Shadow Owl over here, stacking up your hand signs, and then when you do Owl Protection, then you'll be ready to go with your combo, Raikiri, or once you have the enhanced version, you'll be able to go Ninja Tool into the Fire Tornado. 40, 31. So you did full ninja, and then you're doing tenacity attack. That's fine. And I mean, this is fine. You said you're free to play. This is just going to happen over time. And this I can't really tell you anything about because I can't see what stats you're doing for cards. But what I can tell you is on weapon, you can pick crit or break as the cards because they start with 2 stats, the third one being random. I would go with the ones that give base crit and ignore the ones that say block. The one that I always remember is down here, the Pirate Captain, because these do the same thing. There's one for crit, one for break. The Pirate Captain is your go-to down here. And then everything in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots are all going to be defensive stats. You're ideally going to want 2 and 2 of each, tenacity and block of each. But that was it for everything I was given. Let me know what you guys think down below.